Andre,
Quincy,
I could ask you a couple of things about box cart intercol.
you could ask me anything about Cart Intercol.
So hear this. How could people prepare to participate in box cart intercol?
How to prepare for Cart Intercol? I would simply say research. Like anything else, you're going to bake bread, you've never really done it before. What do? You research. You get different types of input, whether be it from granny, mommy, daddy, a baker. You can even now, we have the internet, we have libraries with books. So research is key to informing your design. It lets you know what has already been done, so you don't have to relearn through experience, unless if you want to. But it guides your thought process to where you want it to be. So research is important. Internet, real life, you talk to an engineer, a welder, an elder who has had experience racing his box carts back in the day. It will be different, but the principles and the ideas, his experiences building, you might learn something from. And of course, I love a little old school, sit down and read and understand the principles, get the knowledge. And again, that informs the direction with your design. So research.
Now, this might seem kind of obvious, but I feel it might have some nuances that you might explain. But after you do all that research and you get information, what to do?
Right. So from the research, it informs you. And again, in the rubric, the score sheet, there's sections there that says things like citation and stuff like that. It shows what informed your thinking, what inspired your thought process. So even in the portfolio where you're being graded for this, you have to show evidence of that. So what next? From there, you then now go to paper and you start to put your stuff down. It could be sketches, it could be bullet notes, pictures, snapshots, however you want to put it. By getting the research first in front of you, you can then now manipulate your images and your knowledge to help formalize your idea and concept.
All right. And now after that is building through one time, or you have to document stuff?
After getting past that point, the process now leads you to a documented process. You'll need, of course, just like baking bread, you have a list of ingredients. Building a box cart, your ingredients would be list of materials. If you know you have an excess of wood, you're now inclined to use what you have. You use the wood as part of your listing. So you have your materials listing. That now says, okay, with this, we could now start to do cutting up stuff, doing cut lists. It also prepares you for what you have to use. If you're using mainly wood, you have to have good saws, possibly a jack plane, hammer, stuff like that. If you're building PVC, that's a different set of tools. If you're using steel and fabrication, a drill press perhaps, again, a different set of tools and machines. So again, that leads you to that point where now you're aware of what you need. If you don't have certain things, then you can find substitutes. So that would be the next step in the process.
All right. So after that process, or after that part of the process, what next?
Well, you go to your building platform and you start to map out from your drawings, your finalized decision. At that point, you would have had a direction you're going with. You know, the width of the cart, the size, the length, if it's going to be catering for somebody like me with a superior body frame, or a super light person like a racing snake. You know, all of these things is where the fun starts now, because now you started to bring what you have on paper to real life. So you could be mocking up on a sheet of ply, you sit on a piece of ply and you mark out, check with your reference or your paperwork, and start your build.
So at the end of all this, what does the team have to have?
What does the team have to have?
When you finish, what they'll have besides just a box cart?
Okay, so what happens next is you find you have a vehicle powered by gravity, which is called a box cart. If you're building a luge, you now have A vehicle of sorts, not as protected or not as sleek or relatable as a box car, but it's still a vehicle. You now have that. You start to do testing, try to find out what's the best way to drive, what are the limitations of it, if you need to up your brakes, suspension, things like that, and have fun. Yeah. In that fun, you make sure and document and write it down so that it aligns with, again, the scoring of the portfolio or the building of your portfolio. So that's what you do next, right? So again, fun is included, and you can even write that down in your observations, right? The 1 or 2 times you're jumping it and you go and then realize you didn't hook up the brakes. Fun, but this is what we're looking for in representation. All observations.
Well, nice. Thanks, sir.
All right.